Yeah, I actually do like the way we do feedback over here because they type up a paper about all the feedback and the things you did well and the things to improve on, and I felt like the feedback here was a lot more useful rather than them just writing up on my essays, and because it's typed up I can actually understand what they've written.
It's a cover sheet and there's usually boxes like 1 to 5. And then a different set of requirements or like qualities of the essay. So like wider reading, use of secondary sources, even things like grammar and spelling. And then you're marked either like on high to low or in like first 2-1, 2-2, that kind of bracket. And sometimes there's a box as well with comments. It does, again, varies on the tutor. But it's definitely useful to look back at.
It is so critical that from the beginning you have some form of feedback so you can work on that basis, because a law degree or any degree at university is completely different to A-levels. A-level material is a lot more structured. It's taught in classes essentially and doesn't rely so heavily on your own reading and further reading. And so to make sure you're on the right track, it's so critical that you can get that feedback from an early stage and build upon that. And in a law degree, they're looking for your own opinion and your strength of argument. So as well as I had done, I knew that to continue that performance or to build upon that to try and aim for higher marks, I really needed to make sure I understood the material and could express myself really clearly, because it wasn't essentially about hitting specific pointers, but it was about your overall essay and the overall feel of your essay and how important it was to have strength in your argument.
I'm used to having close relationships with my professors, you know, knowing their name, going to their office hours, like really talking to them, and in a larger class it's harder to do that, but because I'm already used to it, I make sure to do that.
Speaking to other students, I know that they rely heavily on their personal tutors, and they've definitely been an important factor in their university life, and knowing that there is a person there who knows you or will get to know you inside out and know your academic performance, and if you want to tell them personal background, then it's a really key support network within the university itself.
I think it's important to have specific questions as well when you come in to see your tutors, and if you have specific questions you get specific answers and you'll be really, really satisfied, and it benefit both.
It varies on the lecturer. Sometimes it's quite casual. I think you should go in this direction, or I think you need to focus on this more specifically. Sometimes it is a bit more bullet point structured, a bit better in that way. But both work fine. I think as long as you get the feedback, then it's a good thing.
I actually don't like looking at my feedback immediately after getting the essay back. Usually what I'll do is I'll pull it out before I have to write my next piece of coursework, so that way I can look back and see what I need to improve on and what I did well on and use it for the next piece of coursework.